Hello everyone and welcome back to the match here on WWE 2K22. This one, suggested by MZK Punk, is a fatal four-way elimination match. We've got King Kong Bundy, Abdullah the Butcher, Giant Gonzalez, and Big Daddy V himself, Viscera. It's a real clash of the titans, this bad boy. Fatal four-way elimination. Oh my god, I didn't realise Viscera was so tall, to be honest with you. Because Giant Gonzalez is like massively tall. Is Viscera supposed to be that tall? I don't honestly know, to be honest with you. It's nice now that the game is allowed to have chunky people on this game, because that allows us to have people like Viscera, because the last few years it's not been very good for him. Same with Abdullah the Butcher as well. He's never looked quite right, because he's always looked a bit too hench. Remember, these are then no disqualifications, no countouts, and pinfalls and submissions in this match will count anywhere. So they can happen outside the ring. That's just to help the matches flow a bit better, especially in these elimination matches, because they can end up just stuck on the outside for quite some time. So we made it falls count anywhere just to make them a bit more smooth. Big Daddy V now bringing Giant Gonzalez up to his feet and straight into the ring post as King Kong Bundy re-enters the ring. I think King Kong Bundy should be a bit fatter. I might be wrong on that, to be honest, as well. I don't know. I struggle with King Kong Bundy to find a good one. I mean, the problem is with the singlet that he wears, because the game doesn't have. It doesn't seem to have like material dynamics, if that makes sense. So like the straps across his body are almost like painted on. And with certain body shapes, they just look really weird. So I struggle to find a good one, really. And I don't think this is a good one now I look at it. The more and more I see it, it doesn't look that great, does it? But I think it's more the fact that you just can't create that body type in that outfit well, I don't think. I think that's the problem. I might be wrong. I mean, I'm probably wrong. I normally am, so... So yeah, in the ranking system, I don't think we've seen much of Viscera or Giant Gonzalez, or any of these really. I mean, Abdullah the Butcher's had a lot of action recently, but before that, we never saw a lot of him. Let's have a quick look. Abdullah, not Kobayashi, Abdullah the Butcher. He currently sits on a +1 after 8 matches. King Kong Bundy sits on a +1 from 2 matches. Viscera, -1 from 1 match. And Giant Gonzalez, -1 from 1 match. So yeah, apart from Abdullah the Butcher, has had quite... This is like his 4th or 5th match now of this pay-per-view. Again, I didn't use him a lot last year because of the body issues, like I said. We could never really get a good core of him. So we had a bit of a backlog of Abdullah the Butcher matches, which we're getting through now. As Big Daddy V now with Gonzalez up and powerbombed over the apron. Crash into the concrete below. King Kong Bundy and Abdullah the Butcher back in the ring. Big Daddy V, Viscera now sending Giant Gonzalez back into the ring as well. Big punch in the gut there by Bundy on Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah now sent into the far corner as Viscera and King Kong Bundy working together to take down Giant Gonzalez. Giant Gonzalez with a big forearm in the face of Viscera. As Bundy now... Oh! He was helping out Viscera just a few moments ago, and now just slamming a baseball bat across his spine. Abdullah the Butcher now in control of Giant Gonzalez. Dumps to the outside, and all 4... Well, I'm going to say all 4 men. Abdullah the Butcher's actually stayed inside the ring. As King Kong Bundy and Viscera now slowly getting back up to a seated base. Abdullah just taking a few moments to rest, I think, here. Abdullah the Butcher now... Oh my god, he had Viscera. Oh my god, Viscera landed on his head on the concrete. And he's back up on his feet somehow, going after Abdullah the Butcher. King Kong Bundy now with the baseball bat coming back out to the outside of the ring and straight across the chest of Viscera. And again, I think he caught Giant Gonzalez with that baseball bat and Viscera at the same time. Abdullah the Butcher now with a steel chair as King Kong Bundy now goes in for the pin on Viscera. And Giant Gonzalez breaks the pin with a steel chair. Remember, this is elimination, a point for each elimination, so there's an opportunity there that maybe he assumed that he could get some of these eliminations, so he doesn't want anyone else to get them. As he just using that claw, that iron claw to take down Abdullah the Butcher to the ground. This could be the first elimination. Referee's right there on the spot. But no, Abdullah survives. As Viscera now with that big elbow into the heart. King Kong Bundy also survives. Giant Gonzalez, a big lap around the ring. And now just stepping over Abdullah the Butcher. Why on earth has Viscera got a ladder? I mean, out of all the matches we've had this week, this one is not the one I expect to see a ladder in. I don't think any of these guys could even climb the ladder without the thing snapping in half anyway, to be honest. King Kong Bundy now sending Viscera into the corner. Straight across into the corner and then looking for that big splash. Big Vis moved out the way. Boot in the guts. And now popped up into the spine buster by Viscera on King Kong Bundy. And that could and should be our first elimination. It's not. Still not enough. Holy guacamole. Big Vis now dropping the big elbow into the heart. And again, it's still only a 2 count. Big V now has set the ladder up in the middle of the ring. He's not, surely. No, even he thinks this is stupid. Even Viscera knew that was a stupid idea to even try and climb that ladder. Abdullah now is in the pin on the outside and Giant Gonzalez, and that's enough. Giant Gonzalez has gone. I was concentrating inside the ring. Wasn't even paying attention, but Giant Gonzalez eliminated. That's -2 for him now after 2 matches. Abdullah the Butcher gets himself another point. A bonus point, which moves him up to a +2 in the rankings. And we're down to the final 3 now. Abdullah the Butcher, King Kong Bundy, and Viscera. Oh my god, Viscera's climbing the ladder. What are you doing, Viscera? What is your plan? Oh, your plan's to come back down the ladder. I don't blame you, mate, to be honest. It seemed like a stupid idea to start with. Seemed like a very stupid idea to start with. King Kong Bundy, a big strike into the gut. And a big headbutt. Abdullah now with... Oh, Abdullah right back in the ring. King Kong Bundy now with the chair across the gut and the spine and a little bit of everything. As all 3 men re-enter the ring. I feel like King Kong Bundy should be the same size as Viscera, really. Maybe not quite as big as Viscera. Not as tall as Viscera. As Abdullah the Butcher now with a submission hold. Just pinching away at the shoulders. Very painful. Abdullah now springs off the ropes, in with a big splash. Is this going to be enough? Drops the elbow. There's the pin. Abdullah looking for his second elimination of the match. He doesn't get it. But Viscera now with a kendo stick. King Kong Bundy slamming the head now of Abdullah the Butcher and Viscera together. King Kong Bundy in with a pin. And almost an elimination. Viscera now dumping King Kong Bundy to the outside. Bundy was able to hold on and fight back with the forearm as Viscera now with a chop across the face. And just raking the face of King Kong Bundy across the steel cable. Abdullah the Butcher now taking King Kong Bundy up, and Bundy slides out the back. Taking Abdullah up on his shoulders, in with that running power slam. That could be enough. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and they're not going to fall much harder than Abdullah the Butcher. King Kong Bundy's got a table now. I mean, I don't know if they will use the table. It seems quite rare they actually do it properly. Abdullah the Butcher now. Big chopping blow over the back. Abdullah now with a pin on Viscera. And again, it's only a 2 count. Abdullah the Butcher now, slamming King Kong Bundy. Got a little bit of the ladder there. Maybe not as much as he wanted, but... There's the sledgehammer into the back. King Kong Bundy now sending Abdullah into the corner. A big splash in the corner as well. There's the pin. Will this be enough for the 1, 2, and 3? It is. King Kong Bundy eliminates Abdullah the Butcher. So Abdullah drops back down to a +1. And King Kong Bundy with that bonus point moves up to a +2. It's him versus Viscera now for the win. 2 points up for grabs here. It's that Big Daddy V's mascara's running there. Big elbow to the heart. And a big victory for Big Daddy V Viscera. And there we go. King Kong Bundy loses a point, goes back down to a +1. And Big Daddy V Viscera moves up with that point. And the bonus point goes from a -1 up to a +1. So massive jump for him. About 200-300 places that's just taken him up. And we will see some more of Big Daddy V coming up, I think. Will we? I might be wrong, actually. I thought he had another match planned in. He hasn't got no. Okay, yeah, ignore me then. We do have another big match coming up for you a little bit later on this evening, though. We're going to have a Monsters Ball match, as we've got Kane, The Fiend, Brain Wyatt, Mankind, Abyss, Vader, and the Great Muta all locked inside the Elimination Chamber for the Monsters Ball. That's our next match coming up for you very soon. Good night.